Excited to launch our new PTL Green Room today, sponsored by Noble Environmental. We've been showing you a sneak peek throughout the hour now, but right now, let's go to Selena Pompiani to talk with our next guest about a very personal cause brought to us by Noble Environmental as they reach out to help others in our community. And again, very fitting with the World Kindness Day theme we've got going today. Selena, take it away.
Absolutely, David. Well, you know, when you think of Thanksgiving, I think about food, of course, family, faith, and football. Football season is here, and we have a wonderful Pittsburgh family who I know pretty well, too, and they are here to talk about concussion awareness, and they have pretty much dedicated their lives now to that focus, and they've been through so much together as a family. So I want to introduce you to Karen and Doug Ziegel and Amanda Risha Walton, and I want to start with you, Karen. Can you tell us a little bit about your family story and why you're bringing so much awareness to concussion prevention?
Thank you, Selena. We were a football family. Patrick, our son, grew up with a dad who coached Clareton football for 17 years. He grew up on the sidelines. He was in the locker room. Amanda was a cheerleader. At summertime, we went to camp with the Clareton football team. We were all in. We thought football was courage. It built strength. It would give Patrick a chance for a good education. But then sadly and cruelly, football took it all away from us.
Mm-hmm. And what did you go through? I know you lost your son Patrick in 2014, and that was tough, and it's still really tough on your family.
Yes, yes. Well, Patrick suffered with CTE, and the disease has a lot of bad symptoms. If you get anger issues or ADHD or anything like that in a young child going to school, I would get them out of contact sports. If you have depression or anxiety, if you're seeing that in your child, if you're seeing addictive behaviors or irrational thinking, or even persistent headaches, what that means is that the brain is becoming inflamed at whatever sports they're doing, and they need to get out of those sports immediately, because what is happening is CTE is caused by inflammation. It's not caused by concussions like most people think. And if you don't stop that inflammation, CTE can start, and it's irreparable.
Yeah. And so many families just like yours go through the same experience. And Doug, can you talk to us a little bit about some of, you know, the positives that you can story and how you're helping others, and, you know, some advances that football and other sports teams have made throughout the years?
Sure. You know, we know the human brain is the most complex organism known to man. It's spectacular and it's intricate. But every time players hit, every time or his head snaps around, his brain is being impacted within the skull. We're very encouraged at seeing the heightened awareness of brain safety in sports, but most of the focus is on concussion, leaving people with the false belief if there's not a concussion that everything's okay, right? Well, the fact is that Patrick took thousands of hits in his 12 years playing football. He never was diagnosed with a concussion. He never believed he had a concussion, yet he did sufficient damage to his brain to develop CTE. So the good news to your question is that there's more awareness, that football programs are beginning to take the hitting out of practice. They're beginning to adopt the concussion protocol. Concussions are bad, they're doing some, you know, more things to limit the amount of exposure. The not so good things happening that go with the good things are that people are marketing products like better helmets or you know, safer tackling techniques. And collars and mouth guards and products that are supposedly going to give you a sense that everything's going to be okay. This is like putting a filter on a cigarette. It doesn't solve the problem. Bottom line is that it's 100% preventable. If we take the hitting out of our world, we'll never get CTE.
Thank you, Doug. And we saw some beautiful photos of Patrick, too, up on the screen. And before we go, Amanda, Patrick was your brother, and I can't imagine what you have gone through over the years, but you're doing wonderful things to help other families, too, with his foundation.
Yeah, I miss Patrick every day, every second of every day, and he has a now 9-year-old son that misses him greatly, too. But, I mean, our whole goal here is just to tell other families what we didn't know when my mom signed Patrick up to play football when he was young. So we advocate for 14, keep playing flag as long as you can and keep that, those hits out of the game. And our website, stopcte.org, it has lots of information. And
Thank you. Thank you so much, Amanda, Karen, and Doug, for joining us today. And a big thanks to Noble Environmental for bringing awareness to the seriousness for CTE and also for athletes of all ages. So both throughout the work of their foundation, plus upcoming CTE Awareness Day. That is their event coming up on January 30th. We will have more details for you at pittsburghtodaylive.com. And again, a big thanks to Noble Environmental for being our partners here on PTL. We're very excited about that partnership and for sponsoring our beautiful green room. David, we'll send it back to you.